In progress.
Good morning and welcome to this Wednesday session. Sit comfortably, sit tall, focus on the area of your hip and shoulders as you gently move them away from each other. Lift your ears, lift the crown of the head, and take the arms out to the side to broaden the chest and join the palms together. Focus on your breath, gentle inhalations and gentle exhalations. Eyes closed. We will begin by chanting Om 3 times. Take a slow, deep breath in. Release your hands. Extend the legs out straight and change the crossing of the legs. Take the arms out to the side. Lengthen the shoulders away from each other. Lengthen the wrists away from each other. And turn your fingers to face up and the wrists away from you. Bring strength to the shoulders and the arms. And as you breathe out, release the fingers. Drop them down. But maintain the extension of the wrists away from each other. One more time. Raise up the fingers. Stretch the palms and stretch the wrist. But feel the extension from the shoulders. Can you feel the shoulders moving away from each other? Make a fist, thumb inside and the forefingers, wrapping the thumb, and start to rotate the wrists. Gentle movement. It's not the fist, it's the wrist that rotates with the forearm. Change direction. So this action actually starts from the shoulder. This is a shoulder movement, gradually making the circles bigger. Change direction and feeling it in the area of the shoulders. Release your hands. Let the shoulders recover and feel the action in the shoulder area. Take the arms across one more time. Spread the fingers, spread the palms. Turn the palms to face forward, turning from the shoulder. Turn the palms to face up. Bend at the elbow and place your fingers on the shoulders. Keep the elbows raised and now draw the elbows forward to touch and take them wide apart, slightly behind the shoulder. Draw the elbows forward and out, forward, out. Now draw the elbows together and breathe in, raise up the arms. Stretch the armpit, lift the elbows, keep them there. Lift the sides of the trunk, lift the navel away from the floor, lift the sternum. So a full extension of the front body. Breathe out and release. One more time, breathe in, raise up the elbows, stretch the elbows, stretch the armpit, feel the shoulder blades lifting. Breathe out and release. Breathe in, stretch the armpit, lift the elbows. Keep the right elbow where it is and with your left hand, draw the right elbow up and slightly behind you, releasing your palm onto the shoulder. Lift the elbow on the right side, stretch the armpit on the left side. Can you walk your fingers further down the back? Release, raise up the arms, turn the palms to face forward. Stretch up, stretch the armpit. Turn the palms to face each other. And now turn the palms to face behind you. Release the left elbow onto the shoulder and lift the left elbow with the right arm. And push it slightly back, stretching the armpit, and walk your fingers of the left hand down the back. Feel the extension of the armpit and the lift of the elbow. Release your hands to the mat. Take your arms slightly behind you and bind your hands behind you for Paschimottanasana. Hold on to the opposite elbow, and can you walk your fingers closer around the elbow, but focus on the area of the shoulder. And release. Take a strap. If not, you can hold on to your shirt. So raise up the left arm. Turn the palm to face behind you. Bend the elbow and place your hand on the back. Take the right arm out to the side, palm facing behind you. Bend the elbow and place the back of your hand onto the lower back. Move the right elbow up and the right elbow down and the left elbow up, extending the elbows away from each other. And walk your elbow closer to the trunk. And try to bind your fingers. If not, take a strap, hold on to the strap. And walk your hands downwards. Lifting the left and dropping the right. Gaze forward. Release your hands and change sides. Raise up the right arm, bend at the elbow, place the palm onto your back. Take the left arm across and bind behind you and try to hold the strap or clasp your fingers. The action here is to move the elbows away from you. If you cannot reach, it's perfectly fine. Place your hand on the top of the shoulder and mid-back. But try to align the back of your hands in line with the spine. And release. Draw your arms in front of you and place your left elbow over the right in front of the sternum. So it's this. Your elbows are crossed, the left is over right. Now draw your wrists together and cross your wrists. These are known as the eagle arms or the eagle pose arm, known as. It also brings flexibility to the shoulders. Try to join the palms and keep the fingers straight. The work here is to now lift the elbows higher. Elbows in line with the shoulders. As you lift. And release. And change the cross. Cross right over left. And then cross your wrists. Join your fingers and palms. Try to keep your elbows, your wrists, and your palms in line with your nose. Another work here is to lift the elbows so that they're in line with the shoulders. Release your hands. Place your fingertips slightly behind you and straighten your legs up for Uttanasana and fold the legs in for Baddha Konasana. Focus on the openness of the hip. Hold onto your ankles and lift. Lift the navel away from the floor, lift the sternum away from the navel and gaze forward. Extend the legs out straight for Dandasana. Heels away from you, toes towards you, and lift the trunk. Lift the navel away from the floor, lift the sternum away from the navel. Raise up the left knee and cross it over the right. Hold on to your knee and lift the trunk. Feel the shoulders moving away from the hip. If this is comfortable for you, stay here. Alternatively, hold on to the ankle of your left leg and draw the knee down so that it's over the right. This is Ardha Gomukhasana, half Gomukha pose, where one leg is straight and the other is crossed over. Your knees are in line and the foot of the left leg points out to the right side. Hold on to your knee and lift the side. Find that this is a very calming pose. Gomukhasana works on the heart chakra and the sacral chakra. It brings stability to the pose, the hips, and the length of the front body. Release your hands, straighten your legs, and change legs. Cross the right over left, keep it straight. Hold on to your knee and lift out of the knee. Lift the side of the tongue. Lift the sternum, soften the neck. Stay here if comfortable for you. But feel both buttock bones on your support. We evenly weighted. Now, with your left hand, draw the right down, and your knee is crossed over the left. Hold on to the knee very gently and lift the side of it. Release your hands. Straighten the legs. Join the soles of the feet together and join your feet for Baddha Konasana once again and lift out of the hip. Feel the length of the front body and the lift of the navel and the lift of the stomach. Can you move your knees lower down and open the hips? Open the feet, lowering the knees, and lift. Lift out of the hip. Feel the release in the hip. Fix your hands once again. Straighten your knees. Extend your leg out. And now raise up both knees. Raise up both knees. Bind your hands around your knees and lift out of the hip. Feel the trunk lifting away from the hip. Feel the release in the hip. Both buttock bones are firmly on the side. This is good if you have lower back issues. Press the feet down and stabilize the hips. Now feel that both sitting bones are evenly weighted on the support as you lift out of the hip. Release your hands, straighten your legs into Dandasana. This time, can you draw your right leg under the left? So knees facing forward, and the heel of the right leg is against the left buttock and the foot facing. Cross the left over right, so your knees are stacked and your feet are out to the side. Hold on to your knees and lift. Both buttock bones ideally evenly weighted on the support. If not, adjust your support so that both your sitting bones are rested on it. If this is difficult for you, revert to the original position with one straight. In this position of Gomukha legs, cow face legs, press on the feet and the sitting bones evenly to ground you. Lift both sides of the trunk. And now can you find your breath in this pose? Gomukhasana is a pose where we find the calm in the hips. Your body is in a knot, your legs are crossed. Eventually the arms are crossed. But at the same time, it's a very, very calming pose. Endorphins are released, bringing a quietness and a calmness to this pose. Lift the sides of the trunk. Lift the navel away from the floor. Lift the sternum. Release your hands. and fingers. Cross the left under right and right over left. Ideally, your heels are in line with each other and the toes are facing out. Your knees are stacked. If this is difficult for you, sitting swastika is perfectly fine. Hold on to your knees and lift out of the hips. There should be even pressure on your feet and find your breath. Find the quietness in this pose and focus on the grounding of the hips and the stability of the feet. Find your breath. Focus on deep inhalations and exhalations without any stresses. Use your hands, break the legs, and hold the leg. So these hip movements and leg movements eventually help you with your seated movements. We're now going to include the arm active Gomukhasana. We're going to have three options here. Let me show you. The first option is to position your feet and your legs and hold onto your knees and lift. Next option is to hold onto your feet and lift out of the hips. And the third option is to bind the arms, either in Garudasana or in Gomukhasana. For Garudasana, if your right leg is at the bottom, you bring your right arm on the top, the left under, cross at the elbows, cross the wrists, and join the arms. This is Gomukhasana legs with Garudasana, cow face legs, eagle arms. The work here is to lift the elbows in line with the shoulder and sit wide. Focus on the breath. And release. The next option is to cross your or bind your hands behind you. If you have the right leg at the bottom, the right arm goes up, bend at the elbow, take the left arm behind, hold onto your strap, and lift. Lift the right arm higher and drop the left and focus it. Let's do these poses, less practice. Extend your legs out straight. Cross the right and the left. Take the left over right. And now choose your arm position. Hold onto your knee. Place it on your feet and lift. Join in Garudasana or bind for Gomukhasana using a strap or hold on to your shirt or placing your hands back. And find your breath. Mind you're going to run away. Just focus on the quietness of Gomukhasana. Your legs are crossed. Your arms are in a different action. But can you find the breath? Find the calmness in the chaos. Release your hands. Extend your legs out. And now change legs. Left and the right. Right across. So we have to be slow with these actions because you have the crossing of the legs and the arms. Settle your base, settle your hips. Find your base first. Take your arm position either on your knee, holding onto your feet. Remember, you have the left leg under, so it's the left leg arm on top, coming to eagle arms, crossing at the elbow and the wrist, and lift, or into Gomukhasana. Lifting the top elbow, releasing the bottom elbow. Feel the action of the shoulders and the hip, and lifting the navel away from the floor Lifting the sternum away from the navel, gaze forward, and focus on your breath. Action in the hips, action in the arms, actions in the shoulders. Throughout all these actions, can you remain quiet and feel the calming nature of Gomukhasana? Lift your hands, place them onto the floor slightly behind you, and bend the knees. Straighten your legs, shake the legs. Draw the heels towards, away from you, toes towards you, and the legs, stretch them, toes towards you, heels away from you, and knees, take them wide, same action, release the toes, heels away from you, toes towards you, make some relief into the hip, add the legs, back into Swastikasana. Place your fingertips in front of you and up. Bring some relief to the lower back. Move the shoulder blades in and look up. Place your hands to the sides of the trunk and turn to face the side of your mat. Place your palms below the shoulders, place your knees below the hips. Breathing in, lift the sternum, lift the tailbone. Breathing out, tuck the chin under, tuck the tailbone under to bring some relief to the lumbar. Breathing in, lift and stay. Breathe out, lift the navel, tuck the tailbone under, tuck the chin in. Lift the spine, press the palms down. And sit back. Take your knees as wide as the mat. Place your fingertips in front of the knees, and this is just as a recovery from the twisting action. Slide your hands forward and release the forward two. Release the hips, release the shoulders, and become quiet once again. Back. Full extension of the trunk. Place your hands behind you and then come to lie flat on your back. Lie flat on your back. Take the arms to turn up. And with both hands, draw both your knees towards the armpit, not the chest, towards the armpit. Release your legs, release the feet, make wide, and feel the lumbar spine extending and softening. Feel the hips releasing to the floor. Hold behind your thighs and straighten your legs, and feel the hip releasing to the floor. As if somebody is pressing your thighs down, can you draw your thighs into the hip? This is very therapeutic to the lower back. And bend your knees. Draw your knees in towards the chest and straighten your legs. Straighten the legs for Shavasana. Feel the hips release to the floor. Roll the thighs out away from each other. The small toes out to the side and the big toes following. Release your shoulders, release the arms, release the wrists and the elbows to the floor. All these joints have been working in Gomukasana. Your ankles, your knees, your hips, your shoulders, the elbows and the wrists Can you release them completely to the floor? Quiet and focus on just the exhalation. Feel the rise and fall of the belly as you breathe in and breathe out. Softness of the abdomen as your organs release to the floor. Release the shoulders to the floor and release the hips. Focus on just the exhalation and the rise and the fall of the belly as you breathe in. Place both your hands on the abdomen. Raise up your knees one by one, keeping your feet flat on the floor. Raise up the right arm all the way past the right shin and roll over onto the right side. Yes, with the left hand to come to sit. And sit comfortably. Sit with the eyes closed. Lift the side of the toe. Now feel your hips being grounded, like when you were in Gomukhasana. Feel your shoulders release. So in Gomukhasana, you were in a twist. The body was in a knot. That was the chaos. But at the same time, you would have felt the quietness of the person. So whatever comes your way, breathe into it and find the quietness in it. Eyes closed. Focus on your gentle inhalation and exhalation. The quietness of your seated bones and the grounding of your sitting bones and your hips. Together. Take a slow, deep breath in. And as you breathe out, release the chin. In, raise up your head, release your hands, and release. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you tomorrow. Practically on the Thank you.